The Gimped Ninja.
Hey everybody, if you haven't already, go sign up for a free audiobook and a free 30-day trial at audible.com. Go audible.com/gimpninja would really help me out. I'll post the links. Yeah, basically you get a free book and all you gotta do is sign up. And it would really help me out too, so. Alright, so I decided I'm gonna make this video. Yeah, I was looking on Facebook and noticed I've got an awful lot of notes and stuff on there from years ago. Some of them are kind of bloggy, some of them are just random stupid crap, but I think I'm gonna go through them a bit and see what we can come up with. Had a dentist appointment this afternoon. My jaw's still kind of sore, so hopefully I don't mumble too much. Alright, this is from March 30th, 2009. Everything you ever wanted to know about me, plus a bunch of crap you didn't. This is basically just a bunch of questions and you answer them now. It's from 2009, so that's over 6 years ago, so yeah, a lot of these might have changed by now, but let's just get to it. Alright, first, your arrival. What's your dad's name? Rob. What's your mom's name? Christine. What's your name? Chris, or Christopher, amongst certain company. You know who you are. Where were you born? Edmonton. At that shitty hospital, which I'm not going to comment on any further at the moment. What location? Pretty sure I was pretty close to my mother at that time, so. What time? Around 3 in the morning, because it's the first and last time I was ever going to get up early, so. What was the date? November 6th, 1984. Remember, I got a birthday coming up. I could use some presents. Sign up for an audiobook. That'll work. What were your measurements? Big. Any complications? Yeah, I was 11 pounds 6 ounces, so take that, Mom. She's never forgiven me. Do you have any siblings? Yep. If so, what are their names and ages? No, this is from 2009, so these ages have obviously changed, but first is Jamie, my brother. He was 14 when I wrote this. He's 20 now. He's going to be 21 in November, 2 days before my birthday, so, you know, remember the presents. Alexandria, my sister, was 16. Jennifer, my other sister, was 21. And my brother Ross, who passed away when he was less than 2 months old, would have been 22 then. So, where do you live? In Dirt Lump, Alberta. Vermilion, still live there. Yeah, not much. Yeah, whatever. What location? In a house in town. Yeah. Still living in town, but now I got my own apartment, so it's slightly better. I'd rather be someplace nicer, but without any obnoxious neighbors, but that's a whole nother story. What was your first word? Probably something along the lines of What was your favorite toy? When I was a kid, it was either my dirt bike or the snowmobile. Yeah, I know, a little bit spoiled. Did your eye color change as you grew older? Not that I know of, but I can't exactly look at my own eyes. Well, without some kind of mirror, but that's just witchcraft. I suppose a camera too, but no, that's evil. It'll capture your soul. Alright, elementary school. Who were your best friends in elementary school? Well, there was that kid, and then that other kid, the kid with the hair. Yeah. What did you excel in? I think I was pretty good at English. What did you plain out suck in doing? Giving a damn. Especially those first few years of those teachers I had, man. You the teacher's pet. No, I never kissed the teacher's ass, if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, like I said, psycho kindergarten teacher and grade 1 teacher was the same bitch. Got transferred to cuckoo. Little bit. Did you have a favorite lunch? Not really, but absolutely despised egg salad. Maybe that's because of the one time my mom made like a huge batch of it and got egg salad sandwiches every day for like 2 weeks in a row. Ugh. Whole milk or chocolate milk? I don't like whole milk because that's like cream. I would prefer chocolate milk, but usually I'd end up drinking white because it was usually all we got. Who ended up continually being your best friend? Me. I'm my own best friend. Half man, half dog. Yeah, you don't get the reference and you suck. Did you eventually Did you eventually excel in different subjects? I'm gonna blame my sore mouth for that one. English and creative writing, I guess. I wasn't bad at math, but I got a bad mark in math all the time because they base so much of your mark on the flippin' homework, which I never bothered to do. But even then, when the test came, I always did really well in the tests. So it's not like I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but nope, I didn't bother doing the homework. Because frankly, I could give a shit. I knew what I was doing, so. Do you still suck at those earlier mentioned subjects? Like giving a damn? Sometimes, but about certain things, but the important stuff I always care about. Did you take any art projects home for your mom? Nah, not that I remember. Ever have a secret admirer on Valentine's Day? Well, if I did, they were pretty damn good at keeping it a secret. What did you usually do during recess? Play something, sports, make an ass of myself, whatever. Did you ever fail or be held back a year? Well, I kinda had to graduate twice because I ended up being 1 credit short because I was having some health problems at the time, so I just missed out on the 1 credit, so I went back the next year and took some more stuff, and I got to do the graduation ceremony with the rest of my class and everything, and that's what I consider the year I graduated, even though technically I didn't get the diploma until a year later, so. Ever had a kitty boyfriend, girlfriend? Never a boyfriend. Shut up, Stephanie. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I mean, not since I became an adult, definitely. Ever play Truth or Dare? Probably. Ever play Spin the Bottle? Nah, usually play Throw the Bottle into traffic. Who was your first kiss? Some shit. Yeah, that's right. That's skank. Never mind. I don't want to say that. What was your nickname? No comment. Do you have enemies? Probably. I pissed a lot of people off, but I don't care. Oh, that was supposed to all be elementary. Okay, I skipped around a bit. But okay, now high school. Where did you attend high school? Holy shithole. Rosary. Yeah. Anyway, in Lloyd. Who were your continual best friends? Through high school? Me, myself, a few other people, kinda. And then a few good friends who I still occasionally keep in touch with, so. But not as often as I'd like to, actually. Some of those I haven't seen in like over 10 years. Yeah, shit. It's been like 12 years already. Last time I saw her, her daughter was just born. Now she's like, wow, I feel old. You have a new favorite lunch in high school? Poutine. Because you can't go wrong with that. Well, you can, but it's hard. What teacher did you hate? Broshu was a frickin' douchebag. And Stewart, even though he wasn't a teacher, he was a total prick. Anyone who went to high school with me knows who I'm talking about. Anyone who didn't go to high school with me, well, what the hell are you watching this video for? Because it's awesome, right? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that. What was your favorite teacher? Mrs. Eaton, definitely, without a doubt. Best teacher ever. Dubé I liked. Shabby was alright most of the time. Well, yeah, he was alright. Ever cry yourself out of trouble? Nope, but I called Stewart out in his bullshit a few times though. And there wasn't a damn thing he could do about it, because he knew frickin' well he was wrong. Actually, I did that with Broshu a few times too, but anyways. Were you ever picked on? It's kind of debatable. Did you buy lunch or bring lunch? Both. Depended on the day. Depended how much money I had. Depended what we had at home. You have any restaurants in your cafeteria? Nope, but when I first started high school, the mall was right across the street. Then they built the new school, and that was on the other end of town. It was kind of farther away from everything. Was there ever a parent-teacher meeting assigned? You mean like they called my parents in to give me shit about something? No, I don't think so. Have you ever failed any classes? History is the credit I was missing, so. Somehow in grade 7 they made us take mandatory French. I still don't know a word of French, but somehow I got like 58 on that, so we just like barely passed. Did you ever have an in-school suspension? In school, no. Did you ever have an out-of-school suspension? Yep, but yes and no. It didn't show up in my permanent record because it was bullshit in the first place. That's one of those whole calling someone out in their bullshit type things. Ever get expelled? Nope. Graduate from high school? Twice. Said that. Who are your best friends throughout? Really good friends. Honestly, most of them were at best close acquaintances. I think that's pretty much true with anyone who went to high school, though. You usually don't talk to those people for much longer after. Because let's face it, you're in that, that classroom with, however many people. You get out of there, you're not going to have anything you want to do with those assholes. You want to go out and experience the world, meet new people, better people. I'm not saying everyone I went to high school with was an asshole, but there were the few assholes there, that's for sure. What high school stereotype were you? I don't care. Try not to be a stereotype, but try to be me. Have you ever been arrested and for what? No, but I forgot all about that. Apparently when this was written, I did have a warrant out in Saskatchewan for some BS seatbelt ticket after driving 10 feet in the parking lot from one parking spot to the other, and that some prick cop tried to be a hero. Yeah, that ended up getting thrown out too. I paid a $40 fine and just whatever, went away. Not gonna get arrested next time it was Saskatchewan. Have you ever ridden in an ambulance? More times than I can count. That was true when I wrote this too. You ever take swimming classes? Yep. Who's your first girlfriend? That chick with hair. What's her name? I don't know. It all depends how you define girlfriend, I guess, but whatever. Who was part of your crew? The pit crew, that was me and my dad. That's every time we went racing, that's the only pit crew we ever had. Well, not, yeah, pretty much. Any field trips in high school? Yep, a couple. Did you sleep a lot during class? Depends on the class. Sorry about that. My camera cut out, and like an idiot, I didn't realize and kept going for about 5 minutes. But, anyways, still talking about high school, I guess. So, how often did you go to the nurse? What nurse? The closest thing you got to a nurse was someone who maybe took a 4-hour first aid course and just barely passed it, and they could maybe put a band-aid on something. But, yeah. Ever get caught cheating? Caught? Nope. Cheating? Nope. So I guess if you don't do it, you don't get caught, right? So. Ever destroyed any school property? No, but I ended up fixing a lot of it. It seemed like shop class or something, the equipment would be not taken too good care of, and I'd be the one that would go to use it and be like, oh, what the hell is this like this for, and end up fixing it and then carrying on with my project. So somebody had to do it. Never got any credit for it either. Actually got told I was wasting time. I wasn't doing enough work, even though like I could finish my work and still have time to do that before a lot of those other guys. Anyway, story of my life, right? Do you smoke? What about cannabis? No, I've never smoked. As for cannabis, no. But when I wrote this, I would have said no. But now, 6 years later, I would not be against it for all the joint pain and everything. I read up a lot about it, and it's supposed to be really good for that. I've heard from people that it's good for that, so I wouldn't be opposed to trying it and seeing how well it works. And actually, you know, as opposed to just smoking it, they've also got the oils and stuff now. I actually asked my doctor about that, but it's not really approved here, and it's touchy and hard to get, which is stupid. They should just say, you know, go for it. Ever get drunk? Not in high school, and not ever really. I think most I ever had to drink at once was like my 10-year high school reunion, and that was like, I don't know, 5 years, and I didn't even finish the last one, and that's only because I wasn't buying. Everyone bought them for me, so what the hell, right? Didn't want to be rude. And even then I wasn't drunk either. I was just feeling a little tired by the end of the night, but what was your first drink of alcohol? Probably like a sip of beer when I was like 4 or 5 years old, maybe. Not like a huge sip either, and not like I, you know, drank a whole case or anything. Ever participate in a bonfire? Oh, hell yeah. Lots of them. Best. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Go to any parties? Yep. Go to clubs? Sometimes. Who are you most keeping in touch with after graduation? Hardly anyone. I said that before. Plan on going to college, institute of sort. Well, when I wrote this, I said hopefully later this year. I was supposed to be eligible for some grants and stuff, but that kind of, I don't know, whatever happened with that, it kind of all fell apart, and then I ended up back in the hospital again, and more crap. But now, later this week, I'm actually supposed to be looking into that some more. So hopefully, you know, by New Year's of 2018, I'll have myself a degree, and well, hopefully before then, but you know, if I take a 2-year course and I get signed up for it, you know, within the next couple months, I should, yeah, hopefully go somewhere. Can you drive? Oh, you bet your ass I can. Right now, that's another thing I'm working on, is actually getting my license again. I should have done this a long time ago, but I guess I didn't out of the hospital all the time makes it difficult. Anything's against you, like DUI, etc.? Nope, just that whole bullshit seatbelt thing, and I think 2 seatbelt tickets ever get in a car accident. I got ass-ended at the lights once. But, yeah. Do you have any mental illness? Yeah, I can't get the voices in my head to shut up. They just don't stop. I never get any peace. Do you have any physical disabilities? I was gimped when I wrote this. I'm still gimped. So, yeah, T4 paraplegic, I think partial T3. Do you still live at home? Well, I always live at home. I mean, that's the whole definition of home, right? Are you introverted? Kinda. Are you extroverted? A little bit, but not. Yeah. If I get comfortable, I usually, become a little more outgoing. And it sometimes takes a while. And sometimes I just don't give a shit what anyone thinks. Have you ever been thrown out of your parents' house? Nope. Ever get caught doing drugs by a parent or relative? No, because I never really did any drugs. Ever get caught having sex by anyone? No. Do you have any pets? Yeah, Shadow, my Rottweiler. Wow. When I wrote this, he was only 120 pounds. Now he's like closer to 150. Of course, then I think he was only like maybe 2 years old when I wrote this. Maybe 3. Can you play an instrument? I can play any instrument, just not well. I can make a noise with it. That counts, right? I kick ass at the kazoo. Do you have any other talents? Frickin' A, I'm awesome. Who are your current best friends? Well, at the time I wrote this, it was my dad and Shauna, my friend from BC, who I haven't seen forever and haven't talked to forever. And if you're watching this, give me a call sometime. She won't watch this, though. Where do you want to live? Well, when I wrote this, it was preferably on what used to be my grandfather and great-grandfather's land, which still kinda, but any foreign traveling? Well, to the States a few times. That's about it. Well, actually, quite a few, but gonna be more soon. Have you ever sold anything you really loved because you were broke? Not when I wrote this, no. What section of stores do you shop in? What section of stores do you most shop in? Whatever has the stuff I need for why I'm there. I don't generally, I'm a guy. I go to the store, I get what I need, I leave. Have you ever dealt drugs? Nope. Do you fit in any stereotype? I don't care. So I don't know, does that make me, what? Maybe I am a little extroverted. What ethnicity are you? Well, there's some German, some British, some Scottish, Ukrainian, Swedish, I think a little bit of Irish. There's probably more too. But mainly I'm Canadian. Yay. Sorry, that was bad. I know I said sorry. Do you have a favorite relative? I can't really say. Well, at least that's what I said when I wrote this, but if I were honest, it would probably be my Aunt Isabel. That's living relatives, but yeah, she's an awesome lady. What is your most prized possession? My health, even though that's not really possession, and even though I not really a lot there. Have there been any recent deaths in your family? How recent? My grandma's cousin croaked less than a year ago, so I guess less than a year ago from 2009. I don't know. Do you work? Not when I wrote this, and I'm working on it now. I'm trying. What is your position and where? Well, wherever I go, there I am. Did you ever get fired? Nope. Did you ever quit? Well, not really quit, like, fuck you, I don't need this job. I left for other reasons. Although, I should have said what I felt when I left the one job, but I got fucked out at like $800 worth of pay anyways. And no, it's too late to go back and try to get anything for that, since the same guy doesn't even own the company anymore, and that was like 15 years ago. Do you lie on applications? No. And what's the point of lying? They're gonna find out eventually anyways. And you just look like a dumbass. I'd rather be straightforward and honest and say, well, I haven't done that, but I'm willing to learn, and then prove yourself that you can learn and do it, than try to say, oh yeah, that's no problem, I can do that. And then, you just look like a total retard when you can't do it. I mean, that's a little harder to find someone to hire you, but once you find someone, it's easier to keep the job. When was your last doctor's appointment? From the time I wrote this, the previous Thursday, for a CT scan. Any doctor's appointments in the future? Yep, a few weeks from here, the leg that my PT busted. Not sure what they were doing for that, but I think at the time there was a pin, a rod and 2 pins and a couple of screws in there. Like 4 screws. That's got all infected and they had to remove it, so I'm assuming that was around this time. Do you live in a house, apartment, dorm, mobile home? Crap shack, small house. Of course, now apartment, but your perfect mate. Someone open-minded, smart, funny. Most importantly, not a bitch. Or to rephrase that all, Stephanie. Are you straight, bisexual, or gay? I am straight. Someone's gonna call me out because it sounded like I had to think about that. Are you bi-curious? Nope. Do you have a current lover? I wish. What's their name? Lefty? Yeah, anyway. Is it just for the sex? No. A lot of these questions you kind of have to answer one way for the rest of them to make sense. So, are you promiscuous? Nah. I don't think so. At least not when I wrote this. I don't know. Do you have any kids? Not yet, but hopefully in the future. Gotta get my shit together first and get that schooling done with. Does your family approve of your current or previous lovers? When I wrote this, no. Quite frankly, they were right. Where do you go clothes shopping? Don't usually. Still don't. I haven't gone clothes shopping in a while. Well, that's not true. I got a few things, but yeah. What beer is your favorite? When I wrote this, I said none. When I wrote what wine is your favorite, I said none. What about champagne? No. Do you have a favorite liqueur? No. Do you have a favorite mixed drink? No. Now keep in mind, this is all from 2009. I'm not saying it's all the same, I'm not saying it's different, I'm just saying it may not be the same. How much are you willing to pay for a decent in-style t-shirt? In-style doesn't really matter. What matters is it's comfortable and it looks good on me. And of course, I look good in anything because I'm just that sexy. How much are you willing to pay for a decent pair of jeans? Maybe 30 or 40 bucks. Not much more than that. What about a decent pair of sneakers? Yeah, about the same. I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of frickin' money on clothes that are gonna get worn out anyways, or even if they don't get worn out, or they last longer, or whatever. That's, I don't know. Especially since my basic go-to outfit is, pants and a t-shirt, so it's not like I'm looking at a bunch of different styles.
Oh, blow me.
Why? You couldn't feel it.
So it turns out the storage on my phone sucks. That's why it keeps cutting out. Alright. Do you consider yourself broke? Yep, most of the time. I'm trying to go back to school and do something that's going to be able to make me some money, but for the time being, things are tight. Do you still play board games? Once in a while. No, I don't think I have played a board game since I wrote this, 6 years ago. You still play video games? Yep, and I still do from time to time. Not a lot, just, once in a while to kill some time, but that's... Honestly, I haven't turned on my TV or anything in like 3 weeks. I've been busy with other stuff, so... Your current looks. I've looked better, I've looked worse. I mean, the best shape of my life, I was about 19, had a decent job, I was, working all the time, I was in the best shape of my life. Here it is, 10 years later, and yeah, I got a long ways to try to get back there. I know, every old bastard says that. Hair length? Short. Hairstyle? Short. Eye color? Brown. Yep. They might have changed since I was a kid, though. I don't think so. Glasses or contacts? Glasses. Pale, fair, tan. Kinda pale. Well, when I wrote this, it was kinda pale. Right now, it's, not as good as it was, but it's faded a little, but, summer's over now, so. What kind of build do you have? Scrawny legs, fairly strong arms, not strong enough. Like I said, I've been slacking, I'm trying to get back now. How tall are you? Well, I used to be 5'8" when I was standing up, and that's what it says in my ID and everything, so I guess 5'8". How much do you weigh? Around 150. That's still pretty much the same, give or take 5 pounds. Do you have any piercings? Nope. Any tattoos? Nope. What is your dress style? Pants and a t-shirt. I said that, see? I'm predicting the future before it happened. Only, this happened 6 years ago when I wrote this, so I'm predicting the future, past, future, something. Okay, anyways. Have you ever licked the back of the CD to try to get it to work? No, who the hell would do that? Maybe clean it with a little bit of Windex or something, but... That's what I got wrote here, too. What's the largest age difference between yourself and someone you've dated? You don't want to know. I'm just reading what I got wrote down. Ever been in a car wreck? Kinda. Ever been on a blind date? Kinda. Are looks important? Yes and no. I mean, your looks are important, but what's more important is what you do with what you got. Like, if you just, you can be the most, best looking person in the world and you just don't give a shit and, dress like a slob and whatever, then, well, okay. And, you can be, average looking or even, a little less than average, but confidence is by far the best trait when it comes to that. Like, it's not just looks, persona is a big part of it too. Do you have friends that you've known for 10 years or more? Yep. I would have been 24 when I wrote this. And that was true then, and it's true now too. Some of them are the same, some of them are different. By what age would you like to be married? When I wrote this, hopefully before 30. I failed. Does the number of people a person slept with affect your view of them? Yes and no. Like, if it's like a contest for them, like, hey, I slept with 30 guys, it's like, good for you, slut, and it's like, okay. But if it's like, yeah, I slept with, 6 guys, and maybe it wasn't the best idea, but, no, that, if you're proud of your like, if you can say something, look back and say, okay, yeah, I did this, and, maybe that was a mistake or whatever, that's one thing. But if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep with as many people as I can, then, well, maybe you should start charging. Have you ever made a mistake? Quite a few of them. What's the most you spent on a haircut? Maybe $30, which is probably too much. You ever had a crush on a teacher? Nope. I mean, I had some teachers that were pretty good looking, but no. What song do you want played at your funeral? Let's see. Well, I got here, What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong, but I think Highway to Hell would probably be more appropriate at this point. Would you tell your parents if you were gay? Well, yeah, but, I don't have to, because I'm not, so. What would your last meal be before getting executed? All you can eat buffet with lots of greasy food and all kinds of crap, because this baby's gonna be loaded when I go off. The Beatles or the Rolling Stones? I like both, but depends on my mood of the day. Also depends on the song. They both had good songs, they both had shitty songs. The Beatles had a lot of shitty songs. Had a lot of good songs too. That's the thing, you got a lot of music, you can make a lot of songs, you're gonna have some hit and miss. If you had one person on Earth, if you had to pick one person on Earth to die, who would it be? Nobody. Honestly, I wouldn't wish death on anyone. Although, I might cause death to someone if they hurt my family or someone I cared about. Beer, hard wine, or liquor? Nope. I feel a lot of these are from just different lists of questions and they just kind of mashed it together for this. Do you have any phobias? No. What are your plans for the future? Go to school, move out, get a car, race again, get married, have kids, have a life. That's still, pretty much the same. Except I've accomplished at least, well, one of these anyways. Actually 2 of these. Yeah. Gotta pick it up if I want to get the rest of them done. 6 years, I only did 2. Do you walk around the house naked? Nope. But roll? I'm not wearing pants. If you were an animal, what would you be? If I were an animal, I'd probably be put down. Hair color you like on someone you dated? I don't know, whatever. Would you rather be blind or deaf? Probably deaf, because I wouldn't want to not be able to see. Of course, I wouldn't really want to be able to not hear either. But if I could still see, you know, you could sync the music or whatever up to lights, and then I could still experience it that way, so. Okay. Do you have any special talents? Well, it says here, meh, which I guess means no, but I probably do, but I don't know. They don't seem special to me, because I'm just me. What do you do as soon as you walk in the house? Never walk into the house, but when I come into the house, I usually go to the bathroom, which, that's still true. That's like my first stop, because I've usually been out for all day, or, you know, a couple hours, and I want to not make sure I'm not going to piss all over myself. Especially when I'm at home and I can prevent that, so it's like, why would you try waiting? Do you like horror or comedy? I like both actually, but I prefer comedy. You missing anyone? Right now I am. Definitely. If you weren't straight, what person of the same sex would you do? Who the hell thinks up these questions? Could I clone myself? Be the sexiest looking couple of... I don't know. If you murder a clone of yourself, is that murder or suicide? Where do you want to live when you were old? Out of town. Not in town. I hate being in town. Well, it's not so bad now, but when where we were living before, it was right by the highway, and you get traffic there all night, and it's just dumb. But where do I really want to live when I'm old? Is with the people I love, with the family, and someone I can spend the rest of my days with. Who is a person you can count on most? Me. I'm always there for me, even when I'm not. Sometimes I'm not, but at least somebody is. If you could date any celebrity, past or present, who would it be? Who cares? What did you dream? What did you dream last night? Nothing that I can remember. Same thing for last night now. What's your favorite sport to watch? Depends. I'm not really big on watching sports on TV. Not really big on sports anyways, but you know, maybe if it's like, you know, Game 7 of the final of the Stanley Cup or something like that. Are you named after anyone? Named after my mom, Christine, so Christopher, and my dad, Robert, and also my grandpa, Robert. Well, that's my middle name, see? And then, of course, I'm named after the rest of my family with my last name, because, you know, that's how it works. What's your favorite alcoholic drink? See, these are the same questions over again. Favorite non-alcoholic drink? Probably Coke. Still, actually, no, I'd probably say water. Really, you can't go wrong with water. It keeps you hydrated a lot better than anything else. Ever been arrested? Again, no. Wasn't arrested the last time they asked that question. I wasn't arrested this time. This video is going to be longer than hell. I should have edited this first and took out all the double answers. Would you ever get plastic surgery? Maybe if I was deformed at some kind of accident or something. You ever caught a fish? Yep. When was the last time you went to the bathroom outside? Let's see, the other day I calved in the truck. Now, from a modern point, it was probably close to the same. Well, it wasn't the other day, but yeah, it was probably something similar. Family member you most resemble? My dad, my grandpa, my great-grandpa. Huh? Handsome family, yeah? Do you own your own Bible? I did when I wrote this originally. Do you wear deodorant? Yep. You clean up nice? I sure hope so. When was the last time you tripped and fell? Here it was August 2007, and look where I ended up landing. Where was the last place you slept besides your home? In the truck on the way to Edmonton. Have you ever started an uncontrollable fire? Uncontrollable? No. Actually, no, still no. It was controlled, it's just a pain in the ass. This kitchen sucks, by the way. Ever run out of gas on the road? What would you rather do, rake leaves or mow the lawn? Either. What was the last thing you downloaded onto your computer? When I wrote this, it was a 3D modeling tutorial. And now it would be, I think, a picture. Yeah, it was a picture of my niece. Last time you swam in a pool? I can't remember. Still don't know. Have you ever been to school play? Yep, a couple of times. How many kids do you want? Well, let's see, I said 3 or 4, but that's, yeah, now I'm thinking maybe 1, maybe 2. What type of music do you dislike the most? Well, here it says rap, sorry Steph, but I'm gonna say shitty music that's just noise. Like, yeah. Are you registered to vote? Yep. Do you have cable? Well, I had satellite when I wrote this. Now I got cable internet and Netflix, so that's all I ever need. You ever prank call anyone? Yep. Would you go bungee jumping or skydiving? Yeah, I'd definitely like to do both. That wouldn't be easy because of the wheelchair, but I still haven't gone. Do you have a garden? Nope. What's your favorite comic strip? I don't know. Bath or shower? Shower, because I really can't do a bath. Still can't. What movie have you seen in the past 2 weeks? Secondhand Lines. What the hell is that all about? I do not remember that movie at all. It says it was good though, so maybe I might have to go back and look. Best pizza topping? Meat. Lots of meat, lots of cheese. Orange juice or apple? I like both, but it says apple, but I like both. But orange juice, it leaves that kind of crap on your teeth, so that's... Chocolate bar? I love the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I also really like Coffee Crisp too. So. When was the last time you ate a homegrown tomato? Too long ago. I actually had one not that long ago now, but... Sprite or 7-Up. Yeah, whatever. Ever order anything from an infomercial? Nope. You ever had to wear a uniform to work or school? Coveralls count as a uniform. Ever thrown up in public? Not that I remember. Would you prefer being a millionaire or find true love? Definitely love. But if I could be both, that would make it a lot easier too. Who was the last person you visited in the hospital? The guy in the next bed. Yeah, spent a lot of time in hospitals. Favorite form of travel? Well, cruising down the highway. Looking for adventure. Get your motor on. If you could have one magical power, what would it be? The ability to heal myself or others instantly. That would make life so much easier. Something purple within 5 feet of you. It says here the lid on those pill bottles. Right now, 5 feet. Nope. Well, okay, there's this little box thing here. You can't see it. But sexiest item of clothing you own. Nope. Everything I wear looks sexy. Because my sexiness just seeps right off onto that. Is your hair long enough to chew on? No, and I really wouldn't want anyone chewing on my hair. Least favorite colors? Puke green and shit brown. Yep. Ever have dip in, who? Ever play an instrument? Yeah, the kazoo. And when I was in elementary school, the trombone for like a year and a half. Wasn't good, but I never practiced either, because every time I tried to practice, I'd get yelled at. Just cut out the fucking noise. So, last Pez dispenser you purchased? I don't think I've ever purchased one. Ever been to a palm reader? Nope. Did you have a good weekend? I guess. And just this last weekend? Yes and no, for various reasons. How was today going for you? Okay, nothing too exciting, but... Any plans for tonight? Yeah, sleep, because it's like... It was 11 o'clock when I started recording this, so... Ever photograph something that was dead? Not that I remember, but probably. Are you ready for the holiday season? What holiday? This was in March, so... But now, yes, I'm looking forward to the holiday season. Ever give somebody a full body oil massage? Not when I wrote this. Get back to me in a couple weeks. Alright, well, that's the end of that. That was a long video. If you stuck it out to the end, then, well, thanks. You know, everything you ever wanted to know about me and a bunch of crap you didn't. Well, if you still got questions, feel free to ask. But, that was this list of stuff on Facebook that was on Facebook from March 30th, 2009. So, I'll have something else soon, and take care, and be sure to head over to audibletrial.com/gimpninja. Get your free audiobook. Help me out. Alright, thanks a lot. Take care, everybody.
Sit, Shadow, sit. Good dog.